Okay, Mr. Tony Barnett. Are you with us right now, Tony?
I'm here.
All right. Well, how are you doing first and foremost?
I am wonderful. It's a hot day. I'm in Washington, D.C., or just outside of D.C. And
Okay.
yeah, everybody's complaining about the fact that it's hot.
I think it's hot everywhere, but I love the fact that, at least it's not raining, Tony. So we can
Yeah.
embrace the liquid, no, well, not the liquid, but we can embrace the sunshine and we can keep on shining in other lives. So you're going to be speaking. What is the name of your book, Tony? Please share.
So my book is titled One More, that can get it fun. One More Sunset with, oh, come on. There you go. One More Sunset with You. It's there.
Yeah.
One More Sunset with You. I'm a poet. This is my second book with Perfect Publishing. My first one was called Enlightenment Through the Fog, Musings of a Short Attention Span. And that was a compilation of poetry from 40 years of my life, starting with the
Wow.
very first poem I wrote when I was a teenager, all the way up until just a few years ago, writing actually one in front of Dr. Michelle Maz. She's the one who actually kind of discovered me.
Oh,
Um,
wonderful. Well, you're
I
still
have
a
challenged.
teenager. You're still a
Whoa,
teenager for us. You're still a teenager for us. Okay. I just want you to know that. And we're so excited and we're looking forward to you pouring into us with not only what you're doing, but also what you're continuously doing to bless so many others as well.
thank you. No,
You're welcome.
I've always been a stream of consciousness poet. I'm not one of these people who plans out each word meticulously. I just write as they come. Most times you'll find me literally writing on this device, on my phone,
Mhm.
uh,
Yes.
anywhere the mood hits or the thought strikes me. And that's what's so wonderful about this is for years, I'd have to get a pen and piece of paper, spiral notebook. I get an idea, but then I'd lose it. But now I have it. Now, for years when I was growing up, I was never appreciated for what I would write. I would get an idea, write it, and share it, and people would sit there and what is this? I don't understand. And that was part of the problem, is I was sharing my poetry with the wrong audience. Okay.
Absolutely.
This comes through with authors all the time. You have to find your audience, and your writing then shares to them and gives their life more significance and an added value. My writing for this new book was very specific. I wanted to write love poems, but not just love poems, but love poems about life in general. So there are pieces in here about communities. There's people, poems about pets. There's poems about, yes, the normal romantic love, but also family, events, dedication. One of the pieces I want to read to you real quick is one of my favorite ones. I met the artist Serio Quintana, who was very popular in the 80s, and he's still popular in Florida and in Spain. But I met him at a bar, and he and I were talking, and he looked at me and said, "What do you mean you're an artist?" And I said, "I'm a poet." And he said, "Prove it." Right in front of him, with his friends around, I wrote this poem, and it's called In a Waft of Smoke. In a waft of smoke, time change, friendships fade. In the darkness after midnight, a dark smoke-filled bar by water. Reconnecting with lost friends, the band plays memorable favorites. Strangers understand each other's pain. The worries of the day dissolve in the smoke. As the moods revolve over refined spirits, new and established lovers cuddle. The lack of misunderstanding flows, different poses and similar faces shadowed. Every interaction is an intense drama. In the moment, all live exuberantly. Fear holds no weight in this room. Joined by camaraderie on this warm night, disregarding if the gathering will ever end. The rifts between sorrow and pleasure join. Potential and past passions simmer clear. With a beat to dance the night away, till dawn the freedom replenishes souls, and the aroma of cigars will be fondly remembered. He looked at me, took my phone, read it, and he goes, you're a poet. And that's the way it's been. They just come to me, and the book is full of unique things. Post-war, love of country, dedication to work, the reminiscing or the passion for a community member who's passed away, the love of children, love of babies, across the spectrum. And my books, my first book was considered very philosophical. This one, again, also very philosophical. And that's part of what really gets me. And the book is dedicated to my son who passed away a year ago. And he and I was sharing back and forth with him some of my stuff, some of my writing. And the original book had a completely different twist on it. I was trying to go like on a Robert Frost kind of way. And after he passed away, I kind of went back and rewrote some of the poems that he and I had talked about and wrote several more. And the book is dedicated to him because this was stuff that this was stuff that he liked, he shared before we shared together before he passed away. And it's nice to be able to go after Gayla because she's a wonderful friend and she's been very supportive over this past year after my son passed. And looking forward to her birthday. I have my invitation, already have it on the calendar, scheduled to go.
Absolutely love that. So I get an opportunity of meeting you then, Tony, there in Washington, D.C. as well. And thanks for sharing not only the heartfelt information about your dear son, but also the insight. I appreciate that poem and being a poet. Oh my goodness. You have such grace with your words as well. So thank you
Thank
for pouring in to us this afternoon. Absolutely.
you.
Well,
All
I
right.
know, Ken, you go ahead.
Oh,
Ken, you want to pour into Tony as well before we make the transition into our next incredible author for today?
Well, I know that Tony at this Smile-a-thon did a beautiful quote about smiles, and every time he's on a mic and does a quote, I should say a quote, a poem, everyone is all ears. So, Tony, brilliant. We should have had you do one about authorship, authority.
I'm
make the
sure he can do
challenge.
that.
All right, I think we have Michelle next, and Marcel is on deck.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Well, yes, I just want to say thank you again. And, for all the phenomenal authors and distinguished guests that's also tuning in with all the viewers, just thank you so much for being a part of this incredible network. Again, thanks to Mr. Ken, Mr. Smiley himself for helping to build up this extraordinary platform. And I know we have our next author, which is Michelle. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. Dr. Michelle Moroz here.
Dr. Michelle, look at you, so beautiful. And you're based out of where, Dr. Michelle?
Colorado Springs.
Oh my goodness, love Colorado. Well, and it's an honor to have you here. And we're looking so forward to learning so much about you as well as your book. So why don't you go ahead on and take it away, Dr. Michelle? Thank you
Thank
for
you,
being
Dr.
here again. You're welcome.